So let me put this in layman's terms for people that don't fully understand. In California, police have to have a reason to stop you. They can't just pull you over based on your car looks fast, for example. And a law that passed the beginning of this year, they have to state the reason for the stop before conducting any kind of investigation. They can't ask you questions. They can't say, do you know why I pulled you over? They have to say, the reason I stopped you was, but what does this cop do?
Hello, California Highway Patrol.
How's it going?
What's going on, man? California Highway Patrol.
How's it going?
What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Ask me what's going on. Conducting an investigation, an unlawful investigation at that. Didn't have a reason for the stop. So when I didn't want to play ball, I said, nothing. Trying to get me to incriminate myself. Caught in his old, corrupt, fucking, tyrant fucking ways, I guess. Walks around my car, now fishing for a reason to justify his stop.
Alright, so you don't have a front plate on your vehicle, okay? Let me get your driver's license, registration, insurance, please.
So after the unlawful stop, walks around probing around for a reason to, something to get me on. After the fact, after the unlawful stop, discovers I have no front license plate, as you just saw. Otherwise, if he'd known that beforehand, he should have said the reason for the stop is you don't have a front license plate. But that's not what he did.
Hello, California Highway Patrol.
How's it going?
What's going on, man?
So they are allowed to conduct a more thorough investigation of your vehicle, like demanding that you pop your hood, for example, if they find something that's not in compliance, which gives them the reasonable suspicion to conduct a more thorough investigation. So it can be window tint, no front license plate, any actual visual thing that they can see from the outside that's like an infraction that qualifies them to be able to conduct a more thorough investigation, which includes demanding you to pop your hood and inspect emissions equipment. But the problem with that is he couldn't have known beforehand that I didn't have a front license plate. As you just saw, he had to visually walk around my vehicle after the unlawful stop to probe for a justification to get him to that next step of basically being able to justify demanding me to pop my hood. He used my front license plate as the pretext. So to me, that says he profiled me, and his intention from the beginning was to find any fucking excuse he could possibly find to get me to pop my hood. And he didn't care if he didn't find anything. He was going to make up any kind of excuse that he could fucking make up just to maliciously prosecute me anyway. Just because I'm a younger guy in a sporty car, and he's mad that fucking he's got a dick in his ass and he beats his wife, and he's a piece of shit. He has to take it out on everyone else. So to recap a little bit, he had to find an excuse after the unlawful stop. By the way, that's what he wrote on the ticket. So he sealed his own fate by saying the reason for the stop was no front license plate. So I stopped you for not having a front license plate that I observed you didn't have after I stopped you. How does that make sense? It doesn't. So that means he obtained evidence against me unlawfully, right? And he's shouldn't be allowed. I mean, according to my research, you shouldn't, like, that evidence should basically be thrown away. Like, you can't use that evidence against me now because you had to obtain that evidence illegally. So I think that's sort of my first line of defense. But my second line of defense is He said he noticed illegal modifications under my hood. Quote, and listen, like if you listen carefully, modifications meaning more than one.
Notice some illegal modifications under your hood, okay?
So listen to this very carefully. Illegal modifications. So he's claiming he sees more than one thing illegal. In reality, all he knew that he was looking at was some shiny parts, and which was the shiny parts were the heat reflective tape around my intake and charge pipes. So that's not illegal. You just see some shiny stuff and some open element air filters, and then he assumed the rest. He assumed because it wasn't a bone stock engine, that because something was modified, even if it was legal, that there has to be something illegal. So he's just going to prosecute me anyway, and just profiling me is what it boils down to. But when I questioned him about what's illegal, he said,
what modifications are legal?
Specifically what I noticed. Specifically what I noticed. Specifically what I noticed.
Specifically, meaning the only thing that I can identify that is actually wrong, even though I'm claiming that I see multiple things wrong, are your air filters, as he called them, using the wrong terminology. First off, my air filters were illegal. So first off, air filters don't need carb stickers. You can go to the auto parts store and you can buy any willy-nilly air filter that you want. And does it come with a carb sticker? No, it's not considered part of something that's required to be in compliance with carb. It's one of those types of parts that you can put any brand air filter in there, and it doesn't need to have a carb sticker. What he was trying to grasp at was, if anything, would be my intake was illegal. Okay, so just to clarify that. But when I said I had a carb sticker for that, he comes back and he said,
your air filter.
I have carb sticker for
Okay,
that.
so you have a carb sticker for the air filter, but the air filter is not enclosed.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's carb legal if it's not enclosed. It doesn't matter if it's carb legal if it's not enclosed. It doesn't matter if it's carb legal if it doesn't matter if
it doesn't matter if it's carb legal. It's illegal if it's not enclosed. That's what he's claiming. There's no law to support what he's saying is true. It's not true. It's false. But just to add insult to injury, this buffoon, this clown, tries to say that he's specially trained and he knows what he's looking at.
And I know what I'm looking at. I've received special training.
Yeah, dude. Your 30-minute fucking video that you watched one time a few years ago doesn't mean that you're a qualified fucking automotive technician or an automotive engineer or a qualified certified carb technician. I mean, you wouldn't... By that logic, they could watch a 30-minute video and now they're a professional contractor. They could remodel your house. That's just not the case. This guy's clearly demonstrated an utter either incompetence, a gross misinterpretation, or just a flat-out misconduct and malicious intent to prosecute me at any cost. But he wasn't banking on the fact that I had my dash cam rolling to expose his ass for who he fucking really is. No, I had my little dash cam. It's nice and tucked up away behind my rearview mirror, so they can't use that as an excuse saying, oh, you can't have anything on your windshield blocking your view. Well, it's behind my rearview mirror. My rearview mirror partially obstructs my view right there and it's behind the rear view mirror, not causing any further obstruction than the rear view mirror. So is my rear view mirror legal? So that was my reasoning for putting it there. But I guess it worked to a double benefit because he didn't notice it was there. And then on my license plate for the rear facing camera, it's pretty fucking trick. I'll show you. So standard reverse camera, right? But you come over here, well, you've got another one. You wouldn't really catch it unless you were really looking or I pointed it out, but that's my reverse camera, faces slightly more down. That's my rear dash cam, faces more back. So whatever way he wants to play it in court, I can demonstrate he's either not competent to be making those kinds of decisions and shouldn't be making those kinds of decisions to prosecute people who may or may not be guilty, because clearly he's demonstrated he doesn't know what he's doing or what he's talking about. He can't even do his own job of upholding the law properly. So why is this guy qualified to be making these other types of informed decisions on a really specialized topic when it comes to compliance of parts on a car? I mean, you're not a smog referee, you're a state ref for carb. Like, you're a police officer, and a bad one at that. You can't even do your own job. So he shouldn't be making those decisions. Or you went ahead and you knew and went ahead and prosecuted me anyway. You knew that carb sticker meant compliance, but prosecuted me anyway. So if that's the case, either way, I'm coming back. When I have this case dismissed, I'm coming back with a lawsuit. My rights were violated, and I was maliciously prosecuted, and it's caused me hardship. I can't drive my car until I have this ticket taken care of, under the threat of being arrested and thrown in jail.
Your vehicle is now out of service.
Okay.
Next place you can drive to is either an auto shop to get it fixed, or to a state referee.
Okay.
Okay, so if you get caught driving outside of that, you could go to jail. Your car could get impounded.
So if I didn't have another car to drive, I can't imagine how royally fucked I would be not being able to go anywhere. That's just unimaginable to me. Like, and it makes me realize and think about, like, all these people that have gone through similar thing, and they tried to do it the right way, and they got, parts that were within compliance, and they weren't doing anything wrong, and here they are getting profiled by these fucking dick up their ass cops and can't fucking drive their car anymore. That's fucked up, dude. So yeah, I'm gonna be pushing for some change, some reform, and I'll take this as far as it fucking needs to go, dude. So I guess if you're interested in finding out how this turns out, I hate to be one of those guys. I'm not a YouTuber, but feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell to let you know I've uploaded a video. I usually don't upload videos too often. As I said, I'm not a YouTuber, but yeah, I'll definitely be keeping you guys posted and updated on how it turns out. But yeah, maybe give me a like, thumbs up, comment down in the comment section similar experiences, or maybe telling me to move out of California. I don't know. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted.